It's all my fault, huh? My fault. I've not read any solos or any duos with like anybody else. No, don't worry too. I'm also missing it. I am also missing it. Okay, so we left off on the 27th. I remember saying this was going to be a pretty slow deadline because we really just don't need anything. Yeah, because again, it's like, where do you upgrade on this? Unless they're just like one of the best pitchers in the game. I'm playing CS instead of solo queuing deadlock. I got you. Are you just nervous to solo queue? Which is valid if you are. I get it. I get it. Or just you'd rather not deal with solo queue in general. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, so this is where we're at. And also, what's his name? Daniel Hernandez really playing well. Has helped a ton. It's helped a ton. We're 74 and 29, so almost what 50 games above 500. Have an off day here. We have Arizona into Atlanta at home as we head towards the trade deadline. We're 15 games ahead of the Marlins. Expect some improvement. Real. Maybe scout director for recommended Daniel play more. That's also real. But yeah, no, we're just gonna keep it rolling. I mean, that we're not really gonna be active at all. There's nothing to do at the deadline. So yeah, that's where we're at. At the halfway mark, though, Irvin and Davis both have, well, Irvin, Davis, and Liao all have 20 plus homers. Irvin has 24 on pace for 38, it says. So we'll see. We'll see. But we move. What is today, by the way? It's Wednesday? Okay. I can't remember. Oh, duh, it's Wednesday. I totally forgot, though. Okay, well, bunch of offers rolling in, though. Okay, they want to send us Lorenzo Laurel for Augustine Pacheco and Corey West. I think not. A 25-year-old Laurel. It looks like this. I think not. I think not. Hello, Breeze. Cade Snell for Sean Bell. No, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Jose Ramos again. They will not go away with Ramos. Um, yeah, especially for Gronk. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. Osuna, Fuentes, for Luis Diaz. I mean, this is just a big. What a name, by the way. Covarrubias. Covarrubias. Yeah, probably not. But yeah, no, we just don't need. We do not need a bat, specifically outfield bats. To the point, I think we might just sim uh, straight on through the deadline. I mean, like we'll read the offers the AI send and stuff, but you know, hello Pip, how goes it? How goes it? Taggart, Taggart, I don't know. For CISO, yeah, we just don't need him. He's not been playing well either. It'll be fun reading all these that we just don't need to do, like Stephen Kwan again for the fifth time, or Cade Snell again for the third time, or Asuna for the third time. Nice. Surely the next time they offer we'll accept. Surely. Yo, Chris. Dude, everybody's here fast. Y'all are quick with it. Astro's looking for a deal. All right, they want to send us Laurel again. Kevin Porter for Villalobos. No, I'm high on Villalobos. I like Villalobos. Another Pirates trade. You guessed it. Stephen Kwan. Cade Snell. You know what? Set status to not interested in Cade Snell. Trade. Set status to not interested in Stephen Kwan. Set status to not interested on Lorenzo Laurel. Surely they don't send us another one. Mike Rutt. Keith Gilmore for Dappin. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of nothing. Why is all of our scouting accuracy only high, by the way? Like, for these guys, it's not, but there's a common theme. There's a few, like, high, 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 high. It's weird. Let's do this. Let's get a million scouting reports. 94 to be exact. Put Sir Plebington to work. Oh, yeah, Asuna. We didn't put him as not interested. Got it. Yeah, exactly. My bad on not. Oh, yeah, I got you. TeeClev me been windowing his alt, and his alt is higher than his main now. Yeah, I actually told Chris about that. Funny enough. I think 5 for 6 or 6. I can't remember. I've either won 5 or I've won 6, and I've only lost 1. So 5 for 6 or 6 for the other number. The Phillies. Okay, hold up. I mean, he's 25. He throws really hard. Um, Shimamoto. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This trade looks pretty favorable, unless they see something in him we don't. But oh wait, this trade's not. Never mind. He's gone. I read over here. I was like, wait, trade with Phillies on the 30. Yeah, I was like, I can't do that. All right, so trade deadline is here. That trade's already been dealt with. Um, we seriously do not need anything. Like, and all these dudes that are expiring, like they're solid enough pieces that we're not moving them at the deadline. I mean, there's a world where we trade William Contreras. There's also a world where I would feel terrible if I were to do that, but he's also just not good. Like, I don't think we would get much. We'll see. Just for the heck of it, let's shop him. Make sure this is all good. Check all the boxes. Put it on all players. I didn't say smurf it out. I said, I don't know what I said. I think I just told you I made one, and just to help. And then, funny enough, yeah, like it gets back closer to what I was ranked before the dip when Pleb was brand new. Yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing in here. I think what it could do if you make an alt and then you get placements is like it could give your account a fresh look, and then I'm kind of skipping, skipping to where like hopefully people will be competent. You know what I mean? We'll start trade deadline day. Like I said, I don't think there's like literally anything we're going to do, but I'll be interested to see the offers. So Blaine Brown in AAA, don't really like him that much. For Bill Ramirez, okay, yeah, and okay, yeah, got it, nice. So the Phillies just keep hitting us up. What's going on? Raheem Waddy or Waddy? He's not bad. He's struggling this year in Philly, but did good last year in Milwaukee. And Alex Garcia, or Jose Mendez, Matt Fahey. The pressure can't make cook you. I wouldn't say you've been playing bad unless you've been having bad games when we haven't been playing together. This trade's actually interesting. I don't think it's what I really want to do, but well, they got him on waivers in January of this year. Pretty good waiver pickup, other than him just doing bad. I haven't played in the week. Oh, okay. No. Here's something we got to consider though. Like Lamas, Dixon, and Young are ready. I mean Lamas is 22, so yeah, he can wait. Like this dude is more than ready. We're wasting an entire year of MLB production. Dixon, pretty much the same thing. I hate it because he's 25. Maybe we try to trade Weston Lombard. So then we're not paying the second half of this 13.4, and then we just promote Dixon. Now, here's the thing Weston's actually doing really good out of the pen. 69 innings. Nice. 130 ERA plus, 90 FIP minus, 3.12 ERA. Like, he's doing really, really good. So would it kind of suck to upset that a little bit? Yeah. Like to uproot that, I should say. But at the same time, he's 25 and ready. He'll be on league minimum. I think that could be the play. Keenan Defoe is like creeping up, but he's 24. I don't know if he's actually going to make it. Joe Young is out for 9 to 10 months, which we also demoted him. Well, we didn't even have to demote him. What happened? He kept going to rehab assignment after rehab assignment and getting hurt on him. So I want to shop Weston and see if like anything at all pops up. That is, not this ain't gotta be anything crazy good, but just not a complete waste of time would be preferable. Okay, so no one with just high potential and low overall. Okay, Bormy. Here's the thing though, if we trade for one of these dudes, they gotta go in the 40, and the whole thing we're trying to do is just get him off the 40. Yeah, the youngest player is 29. Let's try this. Try single player prospect shop now. It's probably not gonna be pretty. Yeah, okay. Nothing to even look at. Yeah, yeah. Um, well, maybe. No, there's literally nothing we can do, actually. I'm curious. The whole point is to shed part of the 13-4, but I'm curious if we retain 100%, like what pops up prospect wise. Okay. Yeah, nice. Whole lot of nothing. This guy's interesting. He's 24 though, but like could have crazy, crazy power, nothing else. I mean, good defense, but well, that's annoying. I guess that kind of screws that plan. Um, this world would be like cutthroat, I guess. With there's no one to even be cutthroat with. Uh, together for one more run. Then some of those schlubs they want to trade you. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I was just trying to make immediate room for Dixon if I could, because on paper he looks better than Lombard. Production, who knows for the rest of the year. But yeah, I was with him being 25. But I guess there's nothing stopping us from waiting again. So yeah, he's fragile, but I mean, yes, if he's fragile, then fragile he'll be, sadly. Still have to use him if he's good enough, I guess, and hope for the best, like we do with freaking Koopa. Yeah, we'll keep it moving. All right, let's continue trade deadline day. The Phillies again. They want to send us Blaine Brown. The Royals. Here's a new trade. Okay, 27-year-old right-handed pitcher Travis Taylor. Okay, what prospect are they asking for? Because what? Oh wow, yeah, he sucks. I mean, he don't suck versus lefties. He's gonna strike dudes out, but his nickname is Tulo, by the way. Troy. Be cool if his name was actually Troy. Travis Tulo Taylor kind of has a ring to it, but Checo, Mendez, Groth. Okay, I mean Groth and Pacheco for him. I don't know. He's good, but he has horrible splits issues. Oh, he's only pitched 2 and 2/3. Oh, they actually. Why did they demote him after 13 innings this year? I mean, he's done really good every year in the majors. 149, 65. I mean, low innings because they keep sending him back down. 39 innings, 192, 67 FIP minus, 1.2 WAR, 999 ERA plus, 32 FIP minus. Like, what? I don't know. We're going to keep it moving. I'm just going to get past this. But that one's crazy. Okay. I'm trying to give us Blaine Brown for Roberto Peguero. That's gotta be Pleb managing his Phillies over there. Ooh, Johan Duran. Weston, our first round pick in 2032. Center fielder Josh Lewis and Jorge Villanueva for Johan Duran. 3.3 WAR last year. Dude, he's been with the Mets for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years with the Mets now. It's pretty crazy. Oof, no, we're not doing that. He's on 28 4 next year and then a team option. I can't do that. Plus, I can't lie. I don't want to give up Weston anyway, but it was worth looking at. Stephen Kwan offer again. Asuna again. Mike Rutt, Keith Gilmore, Kate Snell. All these dudes we put on the not interested, and then Ramos. Yeah, yeah. Continue trade deadline day. Okay, same guy, same guy, same guy. Cool. Brown, Rutt, Duran. Okay, what do they want to do this time? Pacheco, Ray. I mean, I can't do the money. I keep forgetting. Yeah, we'll reject all these just to make sure they don't just linger somewhere in the I don't freaking know, OTP stratosphere. Wia's looking to seal a deal. Wia's looking to deal. Wia's looking for a deal. KTC can trade. Is that the Korean leagues? Oh god, is my game gonna crash? Woo. Okay, nothing came up. Willits is out for 1 day. It's okay. All right, this Diamondback series, we swept them, by the way, after the off day. We won that one 8-2. Player of the game was Enriquez. 11 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned. Game 2, 8-1. Jordan Irvin gets player of the game. 2 sleep, 3 Ks, 2 walks, 1 earned. Irvin went 3 for 5, scoring twice with 5 RBIs. Then 5-1. Jesse Cooper, 9 Ks, 1 walk, 1 earned. Pitching was insane. Schlee with 4 Ks through 1 2/3. That was huge. Also, are we still selling out games? Okay, we are. Which, yeah, all these were home games. We could raise the tickets even more. All right, trade deadline's gone. Whole lot of nothing for us, but that's a good thing if there's a whole lot of nothing going on, I guess. I'm interested to see where we can get Lomas to slot in the future. Player development update. A lot of this stuff we probably already saw, just with how many reports we request. Bobby Sanchez. He's getting a little bit of TCR as he goes. 20 out of 30. Keeps going up. 35 out of 45. We'll see what happens there. Eddie Rodriguez, Tony Hernandez, Corey Willis, Omar. I'll be interested to see a new report on him. All right, a lot of these are just the brand new reports we requested. Just to get all them up to date. Just, whoa. Forgot about getting him in the trade with Cleveland. He's kind of like really good depth. Irvin wins player of the week, naturally. And speaking of Lamas, he wins player of the week in AAA. He should be up here, man. It's not fair. He was a scouting discovery in 2028. Pitcher of the month, Sandy Merlos. Ruben Rodriguez, pitcher of the month. All right, making sure the rest of these are just Alvin as well. Yeah. Yeah. What's the waiver wire look like after the deadline? Melo's been on here a bunch. Gabriel Rodriguez. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. All right. We beat the Braves 11-1, then we just beat them 4-0, and then we win 6-4. We were on a nutty win streak. What is this? 3-6-9? Wait. Yeah, 3-6-9 right now. Damn, she fine. We went down 11-1. Player of the game, James Wood. 8 Ks for Dirk this time. Yeah, what's up, Christopher? Good evening, good evening. Leal's 22nd, Irvin's 28th, Iglesias 18th. You're crushing the ball. 6 earned, 2 earned, 2 earned. What would do? Preeny entered the collision. She's out for 1 to 2 weeks, day to day. Would have went 4 for 5. Wait a minute. How does control look? Cultural. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, actually. His velocity just went up, though. His velocity went up like back-to-back scouting reports. Stamina went up 5, then velocity in May, and then velocity again in August. Forgot was set 40 stuff that's already kept out. It's kind of interesting. All right, read all those. We keep our winning ways up with Miami. Uh, Bill. Potential drop by 5 points from 75 to 70. Our Florida Complex League manager has won this award like how many times now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times now. And the 4-0 dub, the shutout. They had 4 hits, no earned though, or no runs though. Herrera got player of the game, 7 strikeouts. Our staff is doing really, really, really good. Ed Enriquez, player of the game, 5 Ks, 2 earned. Cade Smith got a hold. Tanner Dunn gets a save. 4 for 5 day for Irvin there. Wait, did we look at the 6-4 dub? We did, yeah. Yo, what's good, Ed? Good to see you. Player of the game was Willits this one. There Herrera got hurt, and then this is the one where Dunn got injured day to day for 5 days. Tousley pitched, 3 Ks, 3 earned. Dunn with a hold, multiple holds, 3 holds in that one. And Smith with his 18th save. What did Eli do? He finally recovered from his day to day. He went 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, and 2 walks. Good lord. Perini with his 10th homer, Iglesias with his 19th in that one. And a 4-0 shutout. Oh my gosh, we almost no-hit them. Oh, they only had 1 hit. Jesse Cooper almost had a no-hitter. Through 7 and a third. 6 Ks, 2 walks, 1 hit. I don't think I've had a no-hitter this year, this OOTP yet. And Schlee comes in and keeps him hitless after the fact. Dang it, man. That's so tough. Willits had his 16th homer on the day. I've been wanting one really, really, really bad. I wish there was a way to track no-hitters over the whole season across the league. If there is, someone share the sauce, but I don't know that there is. I mean, I guess I could search. You know what? I just got an idea. I don't. Let me do this. No hitter. Okay. Let me type in hitter. Okay, well that was a bad idea. Let me type in hitless. San Diego goes hitless against Smith. Was this a no hitter? How old is this? 2032 of August. So literally a month ago. Yep, that was a no hitter. Wait, we can go to the box score. Brady Smith. 15 strikeouts, 2 walks. And this is him now. This was him last year. Look at this random year of 3 WAR. 132 rate plus, 71 fit minus. The first time ever starting, and they said, nah, we don't want to do that anymore. They gave him 12 starts this year. He fell off, and back to the pen he went. Wait, Mizorowski's in the pen. Kinda makes sense, I guess, right? Which this would've been in 32. 30 stamina, his arm's probably barely hanging on at that point. Wonder if that's the only no-hitter in the league. We got some minimal injuries starting to pile up here. Roster expansion coming up in a month. Game 3 versus the Marlins. We keep it going. 13-game run streak by Irvin ends there. We are now up to what? I guess I could go here. A 12-game win streak. 83 and 29, 20 games ahead of second place. Um, Brewers only 1.5 games ahead of the Cards. Rockies 3 ahead of the Dodgers. Mariners 3.5. White Sox 1. And Red Sox 7. Next highest win total is still the Red Sox. Omar. Yeah, I want to see a report for him. Nothing changed at all since our last one. So I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm excited about him due to his I don't want to set his position. Let's go and do this. We'll do 4 start at left field. That way he can go ahead and just fill that out. And his arm is so low that we'll just prioritize left field first. Ricky Lopez. Florida Complex League's MVP award. Jason Van Dien. Oh, well, we cut him. So he still won it. Congratulations, I guess. 11-2 victory. 7 hits that time. They only scored twice. Hayden Dirk gets player of the game. James Wood was injured while running the bases. He's day-to-day for 2 days. Dirk, 7 Ks, 1 walk, no earned. Scrumstad gets credit with the save, although he gave up 2 earned runs. Um, yeah, he tried his best. We'll put it that way. Another sweep, 17-10. Oh my gosh, we gave up 10 runs. 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 4 in the seventh. Eli Willett's player of the game. Herrera gives up 5. Lombard gives up 1. Lund gives up 4. Simon Randolph finally calmed things down. Using match. Normally I use 2 or 3. Over the course of the entire game, it really depends how it's going, right? So honestly, a good example was here where we almost had a no-hitter. So like if things are going really well, we have a dude here in Jesse Cooper who had a no-hitter going and he has high stamina. As soon as his no-hitter was broke up, our manager pulled him. The AI is cool about if there's an achievement like that about to happen, they'll leave him in, even if you have pitch count limits set. But I would say on average, you probably will use I would guess 3 to 4 on average. It just really depends if your pitchers are pitching well, how many pitches they're having to throw like per inning. A lot of it's based off of their stamina, right? Their fatigue while they're pitching. In the middle of the game, how quick it's going down, if the team is driving up their pitch count or not, and if they're just getting crushed or not. So yeah, but like in this case, a dude with high stamina was able to go 7 1/3, throw 98 pitches. No issue. He could have kept going probably, only being at 98 with his 70 stamina, but his no-hitter got broke up. So then that only left like 1 2/3 of an inning left, and then this guy finished it out. So really just personal preference. And I guess there's some strategy to it. In game, I can show you actually. We can watch one, but it's going to be where your pitcher's at. um, Bottom left, it'd either be bottom left or bottom right, where your pitcher's pitcher, his profile picture is. You'll be able to see his number of pitches, and then you'll also see his fatigue bar as well. But yeah, to see it like on your box score, it's just down here, like the PI number. You'll see here this team, right? Like Cerrone or Caroni, however you want to say it. Cerrone, he was able to go 5 1/3. He only gave up 4 hits, 2 earned, 5 Ks. Like he wasn't having a terrible day. But then they brought in Abraham, who probably they would have let go more innings if not for him getting beat up on. So then they brought in someone else. I'd say 3 to 4 pitchers would probably be typical usage, but it really depends. It's on a game by game basis, really. If you're only using 2, then probably something is going very good for you in that game. Oh, by the way, we need to look at the rest of the 17-10 game, huh? Yeah, like I guess it's another good example. Where in this one, Herrera only pitched 3 innings because he'd already gave up 5 earned runs, 4 hits. He didn't have a single strikeout. He walked 3, gave up 2 home runs. So the manager said, "Nah, you got to go." Lombard, our long reliever, has a lot of stamina, so he came in and was able to go. He's pretty much a starting pitcher, but he's in the pen this year. He comes in and he went 2 innings, which is good for any reliever to come out of the pen and go 2 innings if they're able. And over the course of those, he did okay. I mean, he gave it 4 hits. He did allow 1 earned, but like 4 strikeouts. And then Lund, you see, he really struggled. So we had to go deep into our pen. Both teams did because this game was just hitters take all. Apparently Perini, by the way, designated hitter, hammered a grand slam in the top of the first, with the Nationals ahead 4-0. He went 1 for 5 on the day, but had a grand slam at the top of the first. Willits was player of the game. 2 for 4, 3 runs, 5 RBIs, 2 walks. Holy. Shout out Perini, I guess. Mr. Neves, Samuel Serrano. Mario Albin wins AAA Player of the Week at 20 years old. Wait, what? I'm last. Oh, you're last at 16-33. Polar Bear can't hit shit. He's playing as the Orioles for those who don't know, and he just said Polar Bear can't hit shit. Oh man. Did you know that was his nickname before this game? Or did you see his nickname on his profile and you just called him Polar Bear now? Oh, that cracks me up. Polar Bear Pete. Oh my gosh. I don't know why that got me so bad. Polar Bear can't hit shit. And Enriquez, 7 Ks, 2 walks, 1 earned. Simon blows the save, but gets credited with the dub. That's so funny. Kate Smith, 2 Ks, 2 walks, Tanner Dunn. Suiji with the raid. Appreciate you again, as always. Hope the Angels were good, as always. But yeah, welcome over, Raiders. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Fishman raid, Fishman raid. Hope you guys had a good time over there. We're just into the depths of our season here at the second half. Trade deadline just passed where we were completely silent. Because we're fortunate enough to be able to be silent this season, and there's no like obvious hole. So will that come back to bite us? Possibly, likely. But yeah. No, you didn't know. You found out his nickname in game. Oh, okay. I got a problem with injuries. Boss want me to be 500, but I'm last in whole league. Well, I'll be fired. Um, so over time, well, here's the thing, right? So I'm playing with cannot be fired turned on, which I don't think we'd be getting fired anyway. Knock on wood. But you can play with that as well if you'd prefer, especially while you're learning the game. You know what I mean? How are the Angels doing now, Suiji? But yeah, like you can technically get fired in the game if you don't have that turned off. But I think, I think it kind of will track for you. Your owner will kind of give you feedback, right? So 2013 AL West Division champs. We faced the Rangers in the ALDS. Oh, left it on a cliffhanger. I like it. I like it. Well, good luck in the ALDS. We are currently, I can't believe this is still going, by the way. I thought we're on a 15-game win streak. 2-0 right now. Or 2-0. What am I saying? We won that one 2-0. Toosley player of the game, 3 Ks, 1 walk. Simon with the hold, Smith with the save. Crazy. Crazy. Armenta, Costa. Costa, yeah, nah. He was one of those that could have kind of been something, but turned into nothing, unfortunately. I mean, he could still be usable, but I mean, he's 25 years old, so probably not. Oh my gosh, we went 6-5. Winning run was in the top of the 8th. We had 9 hits to their 8. Player of the game, Irvin. Cooper, oh no, did Cooper get hurt? Oh gosh, I'm so scared. Okay, he's okay. Hamstring soreness, day to day for one day. Oh man. I saw he only went 1 inning. I was about to cry. I was about to cry. Oh, 2003, I don't think he's gonna watch himself or whatever your money ball was. Yeah, was it 03? I feel like that's right. I feel like that's right. Lombard did bad in relief. Scrumside did okay. He got the dub, done with the save. His seventh, not second. I looked at the two strikeouts. Mike Toronto. Wait, was he was yeah, he was in the trade with Arizona. That's right. Plus 22. We're still selling out games. We're gonna push our luck. Let's go up to $30. Yeah, I know, right? It's too fitting. Way too fitting. Okay, we kept the streak going. We're now on like how many sweeps in a row is that? One, two, three, four, five. Five in a row. We lose it. All right, winning streak of 16 is where it ended. Game one versus the Mariners at home. We lose 6-2. You got five in the top of the fifth. That's tough. Between Dirk and Randolph. Player of the game was Julio Rodriguez, who's still doing his thing in the year 2033. 32 years old now, still looks really good. 3.5 WAR this year, 4 last year, 4.92. Yeah, honestly, he might be. I thought after 10 years, has it been? Oh, wait, it hasn't been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It has. I thought after 10, it shows they're like Hall of Fame would be numbers up here, like their standard, their monitor score. I could have swore I saw that here before. I know it was there in 26. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Can I find good player, maybe even stars in 2, 3, or even fourth round of draft? With the nerf to the drafts, oh, okay, here's the thing. Technically, yes. If you want a straightforward answer, yes. And of course, our prized possession and Jesse Cooper is a good example. We got him in the 7th round. Okay. Now he did not look this good though in the 7th round. He got what's called TCR, so talent change randomness, went his way, and he developed. It's like the game's way of in real life. You'll have players who were drafted way later in the draft that might not have a lot of hype at the draft, but can eventually, they turn out to be a star or something, right? But as far as for, to the naked eye, you're mainly gonna in the first round and second round. The second round's even pushing it now, but mainly the first round is where you're gonna have your most hype prospects, meaning they're gonna have the most potential. The potential is gonna fall off a cliff after the first round, which is to be expected, right? So gotta kind of keep, I guess, tame expectations. But yes, it is possible to have star players drafted way later. Like we actually have a bunch of them, funny enough. Irvin was a first round pick. Willits was already in the game. He was international amateur player. James Wood. Hold up. Ethan Bass was a 5th round pick, um, who developed well. Jeffrey Davis was an 11th round pick. Basically, a lot of luck has to go your way, even for first round picks, right? Like Achilles Perez was a first round pick, but anything can happen where they just don't make it. There's so many first round draft picks in real life that just flame out or don't make it to the MLB. But yeah, all in all, you can technically draft. You could draft a star player with the last round of the draft. You know what I mean? But is it way less likely? Yes. Okay, well, the Mariners have our number because then we lose 14-2. They had 19 hits to R2. Oh no. We only left one on base. Well, we only had 2 hits, so never mind. We only had 1 walk. Who diced us up? Oh, Valdez. 7 2/3, 7 Ks, 2 hits. That's tough. Juan Rio gets player of the game, though. Who is this guy? 3 for 5, 3 runs, 3 RBIs. Great. They just spawned in another superstar. I swear, they're like our kryptonite. And well, I'm going to call them our kryptonite. They're our nemesis over in the AL. Okay, here's another example. Nick Willis was a 9th round pick in the 2030 draft. And he looks solid right now. Whenever we drafted him, he was a 30 out of 50. Then he dipped to a 35 out of 45, and now he's kinda coming back around. He looks like he can be slightly above average player at a lot of spots. That's what I was trying to say. Perini was a TCR guy too. He was a 20 out of 40, or no, what was he? I can't remember which draft he's from. Never mind, I'm a liar. He was a scouting discovery. That's crazy. The name Robbie Perini, I guess it doesn't sound Venezuelan, but I guess he also has Italian as his second nationality. So that's what confused me. I could have swore he was a draft pick, but either way, he got TCR because this is what he used to look like, a 20 out of 40. So yeah, show him the player that Broski. Okay, here's the thing, Broski. I don't know if you got to see it. He made it up to Hold up. There he is. Yeah, he made it up to Triple A. We brought him up last time, but yeah, I mean, this is Broski. Broski's a first round supplemental pick. So yeah, whenever we drafted him, he was a 2031, so July of 2031. Dang, there's no July. Okay, he was like a 35 out of 50. This is him now. So it happens. It happens. But yeah, Broski was doing really good he was doing solid at double A, like back to back years, had a similar bat. And then when we did promotions right at the end of last stream, I was like, you know what? He deserves to go up. He's been hitting the same back to back years. And I think he was still a 45 relative to this level. Yeah, but with the bat, I said, screw it. We'll see what happens. And so be it. Okay, can we end our losing ways here? First, let me make sure the injuries. Okay, he's dated 1 week, severity at least minimal. Okay, yeah, good, good, good. So he'll get benched in the meantime, which is fine. Roster expansion is soon, which is going to help with some of these tired legs and arms. I think that'll be when we bring up Brett Dixon, by the way. It probably makes the most sense. All right, in the streak, we do. Okay, we win 10-3 in game 3 versus the Mariners, at least. Achilles Perez, player of the game. He must have got the start. 11 strikeouts for Ed Enriquez, 3 walks, 1 home run. And then the pin was amazing. 2 holds and a save. 20th save for Cade Smith now. He finally back in the positive on both pitching stats. Look at his splits by month. It was like bad April, good May, bad June, good July, and then a great August so far. So I think he's here to stay. Which just fit minus was always, I think, above average. His ERA plus was just struggling. So we faced DJ Hurds in that one, by the way. This guy. This freaking guy. I miss him bad. I was strongly attached to this player. I was strongly attached. But I mean, he went and got his money. The worst part was him ditching us for the Mariners, though. Like him going to free agency is one thing. I guess that's not really ditching us. But then him going to the Mariners, shoot me in GTA. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I wanted to check something. So our attendance still stayed well there. We'll get a bigger sample size. I was gonna do something. I can't remember. Maybe it'll come back to me. Our assistant Jim is expiring. Yeah, we were gonna let him walk on purpose. We already extended everybody we wanted to. That's what we were gonna do. What I was gonna do. Whatever. Ed. Oh, Perez's stat line as well. He went 2 for 3 with the walk. Ronnie Cruz had a triple. Achilles Perez had his 18th homer. I'm glad he's still getting a respectable amount of starts this year. He's up to 3 WAR, and he's coming off the bench. Now he did start for a little bit at first base while what's his name is hurt, Davis. But to be honest, he would probably have been more consistent than Davis. Davis's pop is just too valuable not to keep there. I think Davis will be better than this WAR production wise going forward, but I mean he's at least been average this year. I'm not complaining like that, but you know. Yo, Boris, thank you. And that's the other thing I was gonna do. I was gonna look at Ed's profile and then go to history and then game achievements. How many? So it's the 2033 season. Oh, never mind. Who else am I thinking of? Is it Hayden? Either way, Ed's had only I thought he had way more. I was looking for how many 10 plus strikeout games he's had this season. It's literally only been 2. So that's tough. I thought it was more. Am I thinking of Tusley is who I'm thinking of. Because he's had more for sure. I lied. It's just 3, so it's technically more than 2. So I didn't lie. But I guess whenever you see that in the box score, it just pops out and you're like, oh dang, that's a crap ton. Whereas Jesse Cooper hasn't had a single one this year, but his stuff is just average. Derek, on the other hand, he's had none this year either. Only one last year. 2029, he had 2. Screw it. Let's look at Herrera for the heck of it. 2029, he had 11. All right, we move. Game 1 versus the Cubs, we win 7-5. They scored 4 in the top of the 9th. That's actually scary. Leal gets player of the game. Great day for Tusley, speaking of. 7 Ks, 2 walks, 1 earned. Lombard tried his best to blow it with 4 earned. It must be where we shopped him, huh? He said, screw that. I'm throwing. Leal went 4 for 5, 1 run, 3 RBIs. Claude Simon. 6-0. 10-2. All right, we got a shutout here. 6 hits, but no runs for the Cubs. Player of the game was Cooper. The game was called in the 8th due to bad weather. Cooper, 6 innings, 5 Ks, 3 walks, 3 Ks for Scrumstad. Perini, 2 for 3, 1 for 3 for Davis. Bass with his 11th homer, Perini with his 12th. I love this team, man. The 10-2 win. Got a run in the 1st and the 6th. Willett's player of the game. He's been getting a bunch of those. 3 for 4, 3 RBI, scoring 3 times. He had a homer. Davis had his 25th. Leal had his 26th. Shut out the Cardinals. Oh, we're so back. We almost shut him out again. 5-0 in this one. Herrera, 6 Ks, 4 walks. Tanner Dunn with his 21st save. Lombard pitches in garbage time. Going 2 innings, giving up 3 hits, 4 Ks in that one. Rain delay again in the 7th, but we at least finished that one. Yamashita, Collins. What was the other game? You look at this one? No. 8 Ks for, 8 Ks for Ed. No earned. Schlee, another 3 strikeout game out of the pen. Irvin, 3 for 5. Had 2 home runs in this one. He's up to 32 now. His projections were like 34 just a little bit ago. Now he's up to 41 projected. Oh man, our Dominican Summer League team actually lost a game in the playoffs. Dang, the Colorado team beat us 4-0. What is their who's their best who's their players over here, man? Are the Rockies, they got something in the lab over here? Brewing? It's not. And the 5-1 dub, Tusley won that one. Another rain delay. But finished it as well. Atlanta, then Phillies, and then the Blue Jays. Imagine they're all 3 8-1. Not quite. We're on another nasty winning streak, by the way. We're at 97-31. We got to do a check in on the standings at the end of this month. Leal player of the game, Bobby Knight. Bobby Knight. Wonder if they named him after what's his name, the coach. Has the NL regular season game record for strikeouts with 5. Yeah, he went 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. What's his avoid Ks? 30. He has 70 power. Oh man, he was in Colorado. Why did he leave? Oh, Colorado waived him. This power in course, he had a 199 WRC plus. Dang. 6 homers in 13 games started at Coors. Crazy. Lund gets credit with the save. He went 3 1/3, by the way, with 25 Sam. Interesting. What'd Liao do? 2 home run game. That'll do it. That will do it. Perini, 2 for 3, and 6-2. Mike Newton. Their pitcher, they're starting as player of the game, but we still win. We still win. What did he do? I mean, 7 Ks, 2 walks, 3 earned. Yeah, his pin kind of stinks, unfortunately for him. Jared Young. He got wait, did I say call stealing? No, he stole a base. His 55 stealing ability. Surely they aren't actually trotting this dude out there to play short, right? Good lord, where hasn't he played this year? Oh, because it's across 2 teams. Never mind. I was like, look at all this. This is all 2033. But yeah, they're actually trotting him out at short. 28 games started with Atlanta, 17 with the Rays. That's horrible. Nice little off day. No more day-to-days for now. Let me make sure we did negotiate with all them, right? Yeah, we broke off that and we wasn't negotiating with him on purpose. Okay. All right. Phillies and Toronto. 9-8. Oof, 3-7. It stopped there. We walked this one off in the bottom of the ninth. Eddie Rios gets player of the game. He's that nasty shortstop they have. Willits was injured while throwing the ball. Eddie Rios was injured in a collision at a base. I bet. I mean, Willits is our second baseman, so I bet Eddie was injured sliding into second. That's unfortunate. Oh my gosh, Ed got destroyed. How did we win this? 7 earned runs? Then Lombard goes up 1, and then the pin shuts it down, but their pin collapsed. What did he go? 4 2/3? So like what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so through the 5th. That's crazy. Then we lost this one 14-12 to end the other little streak we had going. Ryan Clifford, player of the game. Cade Pogwali was on the mound. Another solid Nationals player from the past now. Tusley was beat around on as well, just like Ed was, sadly. Not a good sign. We didn't have a home run in this one. That's actually kind of crazy. Ryan Clifford for them went 3 for 5, 1 run, 2 RBIs. Got solid power. He's actually hit above average every year except for last year. Kind of crazy with this bat, but the power is carrying. Irvin put on shelf, listed day to day. Oof, okay. Day to day for 2 weeks. No severity, at least minimal. We're not risking it. Like, the season is locked up for us, obviously. We are not risking that. 28 games ahead, by the way. I couldn't help but peek. I was dying to look. I was want to wait till the end. Okay, Perini's hurt. That's what I see over there. 7-game RBI streak is broken by Liao. Foot contusion, he's out for only a week. Okay, we're chilling. 10-day IL. What we will go ahead and do, though, we'll go ahead and bring up an outfielder. Probably just Serrano. Or could bring Costa back. Honestly, yeah, because he can play center as well. We'll just bring Costa back for now. With Washington, which is about to be roster expansion anyway. So do this. And then look at that. Hmm. I kind of want to let Perez DH, but I also value his defense at all the spots where he's first priority to back up. Let's just do this then. This will be fine. If he's got to go there, then he'll still go. And then we'll do that. And then we'll just go something like this. Okay. Copy. Paste. Yes. That's good. That's good. Alright, we won 13-1 though. Sadly, that's the game he got injured in. He had a foot contusion. Oh, a hit by pitch. Ouch. That's what caused it apparently. We won 13-1, held him to 4 hits. Dirk gave up 2, Randolph gave up 1, Lund gave up 1 hit. 5 Ks for Dirk. Game 2, we win 7-3. Game 3, we lose 0-9. That's annoying. Luis Perez gets player of the game. No shot. His first. Did he start this one? He did. He started at third in this one. That's kind of crazy. We went 1 for 3, 2 runs, 3 RBIs. We were just talking good about him. He just reached his 20th homer. We love to see it. Nationals seals postseason fate and aims for ultimate glory. Locked in their playoffs after a hard-fought victory, marking a significant milestone in the journey towards the championship. We've secured our spot, but the real challenge is just beginning. We must stay committed and push forward to achieve our championship dream. Yeah. Oh, 24-year-old starting pitcher Severin Lund. Starting pitcher, by the way. That's what the media thinks. 25 stam. Mossman's player of the week again. I feel terrible every time I look at his profile. Omar Barros. 30 potential, but his profile looks so similar to Ryan Clifford's on the Phillies. All right, well, we already locked up the division win with an entire month of baseball to play of September and 1 game in October. But the division is all ours. We're at 101 wins with an entire month and 1 day to play. So you'd love to see it. Irvin apparently leading the war over there. 29 and a half games ahead of the Marlins. They're on pace to still be a wild card team along with the Braves. Funny enough. Who else? 80 for the Red Sox. Yeah. Which is interesting. That's who we played last year. That's who we played last year in the World Series. All right, the 0-9 loss though stinks. Rica's gave up 2, Lombard gave up 4. But it's all good. We got an off day before we start our September endeavors, and then we have roster expansion tomorrow as well. And we'll go ahead and bring up some guys. I'm trending toward Brett Dixon. On the hitting side, I'm not sure. Another player development update. Herrera's stuff is up to 50 versus righties. Willett's power drops to 50, but I mean, he's still gross. Iglesias got better. His contact improved by 5. His potential power improved by 65. His potential in general went up to 70. Wait a minute. Jose Mendez, did he? He's got some TCR love. He kind of went up to 50 for a little bit, down to 45, back to 50. Sean Paul Lennon. Tim Robbins. Melvin Sanchez, did he? Not really. He was a 40 potential. Now he's a 45. So, like, no, not a crazy change. But Matthew Weston, I so bad wish his stamina could just magically go up, man. So bad. Yo, 4 score. Thank you. Appreciate it. Lopez, Ryan Tolley or Tolley, Solis, Francisco Lopez. Yeah. Okay, so these dudes are all pretty. Nick Titlow. Mario Alvin wins batter of the month in August. Or for August. Down in AAA. All right, roster expansions here. Whoops. We'll do a hitter first. I could do Lamas, but here's the thing. He's 22, which I guess he would still technically be eligible for Rookie of the Year next year, since he wouldn't meet the threshold, I don't believe. There's also Merlot, who I would like to see come up, to be fair. He's good in the outfield and the infield. Or there's a Bia we just bring back up who's been good for us plenty of times before. You know what? Let's do Merlot. Let's do Merlot. He deserves it. He's only been up like barely any at all. I think now we do Dixon. That's what I wanted to bring up before. Whenever we explored the idea of training Lombard. Yeah, let's bring up Dixon. He's a number 46 prospect. So, I mean, he'll also, oh shit, our secondary's full. He'll also likely retain his ability to win Rookie of the Year next year as well. But we'll have to see. Let's see. David Costa, Serrano, Hernandez. Ugh. Okay, well, this isn't easy. A lot tougher than I thought, actually. You know, we could do Costa, but then we just have to make new room. No, we don't, because then we could just promote an outfielder that's already on the 40. I don't think we could do Costa. I think we have to do Costa. That's all there is to it. I don't think there's a single other dude here that I would rather do instead of him. Yeah. Which has he played since he's been back up? It's August 26th. Nah, those are all AAA stats. I like Costa, but he's definitely just the obvious odd man out. So now what we'll do, all pitchers, Dixon. Now we'll bring up another outfielder. It's already on the 40. Could just be Serrano this time. Yeah. Hold up, actually. Stoddard. Yeah, never mind. He's a 45 at center. Yeah, we'll do Serrano. Which has Serrano been up before? I think he has, right? If I'm remembering. No, he hasn't. Okay. Okay. Good to know. All right. Yeah, he plays the corners well. I mean, he probably technically has some center field ability in there, but yeah, it's at least a 50. So, all right, Serrano. We'll throw him there just in case, but he will still be behind Runyo. All right. I think this is good. Anyway, wait, this should be. Let's do this. Okay, now Merlot, we got to squeeze in. Let's do Merlot. Because he plays second, third, and short really well with 60 outfield range. That's my guy. Hmm. Where would we give Ronnie a break at? 65, 50, 55. Merlot's technically better at short, no? Yeah. So we'd do something like this. We'll just let Ronnie have that. We'll give Merlot these two. Then we'll take Merlot and put him over for Perez. Ronnie plays a lot of backup. We'll put Serrano here. Oh, he's already there. Never mind. I'm an idiot. That's good. That's good. We'll just paste. I think our lineup is chilling. I don't think yeah, we didn't need to do anything there. All right, on the pitching side, though, we will give Brett Dixon long relief and emergency starting pitcher. He's another lefty, funny enough. Hopefully, I mean, he has 65 stam. I don't know why his meters are like that. He has 65 stam. If I don't think we'll have to worry about his stamina going down by being in relief or anything. He's been really good the past 2 years, pitching wise, so he's been more than due to come up, like a lot of players. But all right, so we're kicking off September against the Phillies, and then we have the White Sox and Brewers. Stats wise, right now, with the month left, pretty much, Irvin leads away with a 182 WRC plus. He is going to be out for a week. We do have him benched for at least a week, just to not risk anything, if we can help it. It is going to hurt his WAR production. He was on pace for like 10.3. Now he's only on pace for 9.4. Woohoo. Like it's a big dip or something. 32 homers is good enough for second now. Liao passed him. He's up to 33 himself. He's had a few 2 home run games, which definitely helped. definitely helped. So he's on pace for 40. Irvin's on pace for 39. I don't know if Irvin will get his 40 now. RBI leader is Davis with 115. Um, yeah, best WRC plus those Irvin, Willits, Perez, Wood, Hernandez. Hernandez has been great, man, since we slotted him in. Like, this is probably a career year for him. I would love, love, love if he maintained somehow going forward, but I'm trying to be realistic and not get ahead of myself. Really trying not to get ahead of myself. Best defender on the year is Liao. Surely gets him a gold glove. 13.8 zone rating, 10.3 for Willits at second. Irvin with 3.8, Roniel with 3.8, 3.8, 2.6. Yeah, our only bad defender has been Iglesias with a negative 6.4. And that's just for whenever he has to trot out there into left or right field. When we had injuries, it was more so, especially while James Wood was injured. But yeah, he's primarily most of the time he's primarily at like DH, but right now he's in right field because we had Rini DH because he's technically a worse defender than Iglesias is. So we just put quote unquote best defender in right, even though neither of them are great at it. But that's okay. Because even with that, we're still first in zone rating, only second there. Yeah, it's absurd. And it's September 1st, man. It's September 1st. It's like a whole month. We just won the division like a couple of days ago. We guaranteed the division win. We move. Oh, doubleheader now. The game on September 1st got moved. I'm going to assume because of rain. Doubleheader now on the second. And we take the first one, lose the second one. We win the first one 3-1. Dixon made his first appearance out of the pen, by the way. 4 innings. Did Tousley get hurt? Wait, why did he only go 2 innings? He only faced 6 hitters. Okay, I think it's bugged. Oh. I think it's definitely. This has happened with the what you call it? The doubleheader games. This happens in box scores. Either way, so Dixon, it says he went 4 innings, 3 Ks, 2 walks, which is pretty solid. But I don't know what actually happened. I don't know. This looks accurate. But sometimes I've noticed the box scores for doubleheaders get bugged out. Yeah, I know it said he pitched yesterday, which would have been on the 3rd, right? The day of the or not the 3rd, sorry, the 2nd, which is the day of the doubleheader. But it says like he only went 2 innings. Wait, no, he pitched yesterday, and then Dixon pitched the doubleheader. Okay, so he pitched game 2, Tousley did, or no, game 1, right? It says he went 2 innings, 1-3-1, 3 Ks, and then Dixon. Yeah, it says Dixon doesn't have a start. It says he pitched in the 3-1 win, 3 Ks, 2 walks. I don't understand. It says they both pitched in the 3-1 win. And then this one, it was Thurk, Dunn, Schlee. Who knows? It's not a big deal. I was just curious to see it. 2 innings and game stopped. The game resumed. The other pitcher came in. Oh, you talking about from the 1st? Like September 1st? Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, at the bottom. Okay. Good catch. My bad, my bad. Okay, yeah, so he pitched on the 1st, the game ended, and then yeah, so I guess they don't count it as a start because it technically wasn't. Okay. So they just picked back up in the 3rd for the doubleheader? I thought they would have just like replayed or just ended it there. We win the next one 10-0. Hold them to 3 hits. Herrera 7 Ks, 3 walks. And naturally player of the game. Bass 13th homer. Davis had 2 in this one to reach 30. Liao up to his 34th. Game 4 versus the Phillies shut him out again, so 16-0 in the last 2 days. Ed player of the game, 6 Ks, no earned through 7. Only 2 hits. Gustavo Aguilar. White Sox, both the Plebs teams, another shutout. 3 shutouts in a row. Tusley, 1 K, 1 walk, no earned, 2 hits through 5. And the pin was elite. Lukey had 8 Ks, 1 earned, 0 runs aboard, 0. Game 2 versus the White Sox. Ooh, we lose this one in the 10th. They walk it off in the bottom of the 10th with 2 scored. Down to their final out when pinch hitter Billy Carlson turned a 3-0 fastball from Seth Scrumsod into a 2-run single. A 3-0 fastball was the walk-off. That's crazy. Yo, Dakovuk, hopefully I said that right, or Dasavuk. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Sorry for butchering your name. Chandler Simpson, 32 years old. He's out right now. How many stolen bases? 84, 62, 75, 40 this year. Scrumsod had the blown save naturally. Game 3, we win 6-1. Prinny's ready to come back. I think what we'll do, honestly, we probably just move. You know what kind of sucks? Kind of sucks that only 1 plate appearance for Serrano during this time and Merlot. Hmm. I think we just move Serrano back. What's bittersweet as well is I would like probably Perini to come back into the lineup, which means Perez would take a back seat again. What do you gotta do scouting reports before playoffs? I don't want to do this so. Perini's not a good defender. We'll just do this. It's fine. That. We'll put him there. And then we'll go. Check that out. Let's go like this. Hold up. Honestly, how good is he hitting? Like, okay, no, he's been hitting good. Never mind. Never mind. It was a thought. It was a thought. Was pretty right. And then I think Cruz. Yeah, we were doing something like this. Yeah. Wait, I said it was only a 45. Never mind. I didn't realize he was capped already. That's tough. Whoops. Perez. Merlot had the outfield range. That's what it was. Okay. Let's go like that. Boom. Perez, Cruz. Sweet. Okay. We move. We're still selling out games. I'm gonna keep trying to milk these tickets, man. We're going up at 32. The fans are still showing up. And we lose. And Herrera tears his labrum for 5 to 6 months. And Lombard's hurt too for 1 to 2 weeks. Nice, of course. Well, that's Herrera's season and playoffs. 147 innings this year, 29 games started, a 103 ERA plus, 100 FIP minus 2 WAR. Literally the epitome of like being average, which is good. That is good. But yeah, he's done. So honestly, it is time, I think, for Brett Dixon in a big way. Ginormous way. Everything come full circle, even though it might not have been how we had hoped. Now we can bring up another pitcher for this last rest of the season. Preferably somebody already on the 40 though. Like there's Chris Defoe, who's not great. Jeff Myers, who's 23 and still technically not fully ready. Landon Bull, probably, right? Yeah, Landon. It's gotta be Landon Bull. Yeah. All right, Landon Bull comes up. I'm blind. I'm blind. We'll just put him middle relief. It's a stamp 30, 30, 25, 40. We give Scromstad some long relief as well, just in case. Okay, that's good. We do lose 0-8, though. We were held to 2 hits again. The last time we scored 0, we were held to 2 hits. Corbin Burns with the Brewers. 8 innings, 2 hits, 5 Ks. Back with the freaking Brewers, man. Where he had like his glory years. 7.7 WAR season, 2021. He did okay with us in 2031, better than I thought he would do. Did horrible with the Twins, and then did solid with the Cubs. And he's been good this year with the Brewers. He's back home. Crazy though. DFA player David Costa. At least he cleared waivers. To be fair, let's suck about Herrera. 9 new messages. Oh yeah, new scouting reports on everybody that I requested since. Oh, he's up to a 50 now. Hernandez is up to a 50. Perez is up to a 60. Ed Enriquez is up to a 60. Wait, he's been a 60. Never mind. I'm tripping. Schlee. Running Cruz stayed a 50. Potential power rating dropped by just 5. Irvin's an 80 out of 80 now. No longer a 75. He's officially achieved 80 out of 80 status. That's our GOAT. That is our GOAT. Next game, we win 6-5. Compensation picks received. Okay. For Philton to sign Jeff Armstrong that we got in the 3rd round, which was pretty much on purpose. We do get a comp pick next year in the 3rd round. Highly doubt in the 3rd round there's going to be someone worth signing again, but yeah, no. Much really changed with him. Oh, okay. In September, his potential stuff dropped by 5. His current velo drops. Interesting. That's a little scary. That his velocity dropped a little bit. I have to monitor that. Randolph, was you always a 60? Okay, yeah, he's been the 60 for a few months. Sadly, obviously Herrera's hurt, but his new report, his potential movement dropped. He's expiring as well, and he's 30, and I mean, tearing his labrum. I think the writing is on the wall there. Dixon's control went up to 50, by the way, versus lefties. So he's like super well rounded versus lefties. Versus righties, he has only 45 pitching BABIP, which is, my personal cutoff this year in 27, and then 45 control. So Trey's just been coming off the bench. In his last 4, he has a hit. He had 2 against Toronto. Jeffrey Davis had a 3 for 5 game recently. 31 homers on the year. All right. Won that one 6-5. Ed Enriquez was on the mound. Simon gave up a run. Kate Smith gave up a run. Schlee did not. Luis Raniel gets player of the game. Must have got a start today. Yeah, he went 4 for 4. He had no doubles, no walks, no triples, no home runs. Just a single merchant. Game 3, we lose 1-3. We actually lose the series versus the Brewers. All the runs came in the first 4 innings between both teams. Jonathan Long gets player of the game for them. He went 3 for 3, 2 RBIs. Lopez on a tear hits for cycle. One of our prospects, Ricky Lopez, just hit for the cycle. His current contact went up. He started 1 game so far, so that's nice. Good for him. Good for him. Tusley is up to a 60 now. Holy crap. His current control went up to, oh wait, that's July. That's July. Either way, yeah, he's up to a 60 now. 4.1 WAR this year, by the way. My freaking guy. Can't believe it, actually. I really didn't think he was going to pan out. I got to be honest. I didn't know that, like, if he was going to actually make it. All right, 3-game series versus the Sleepers of Miami. 3-2 in the 10th. That one ended. James Woods out for 4 days with a hand contusion. We will not put him on the IL. We will leave him on severity, at least minimal. I totally forgot Weston had a dead arm for a week, by the way. That's okay, though. It's expanded roster time anyway. Yeah, I think Wood will leave him on since just 4 days, but he won't play those 4 days. All right. 3-2 win at the bottom of the 10th. Who was the man? Clutch hit from, of course, Jordan Irvin, bottom of the 10th, a run scoring single. Cooper was on the mound. They pitched McCurry versus Cooper in that one. And Cooper comes out on top, sort of. He didn't get credit with the dub. Cade Smith did, but he did have 6 Ks when earned. Simon Jr. with the blown save, sadly. And then the 6-0 dub, we held him to 3 hits. Hayden Dirk was the pitcher. 9 strikeouts in this one over 6 innings. That's the game Wood got hurt in. That means it's time for Brett's first start. Yeah, it's time for Brett Dixon's first start. Why is he tired? He's still tired. Oh, wait. Maybe it's because we didn't actually sim. Yeah, we didn't actually sim the full day. That's why. I forget when that happens. Yeah, now he's 100%. Okay. Okay. New report on Simon. Has him at a 60 out of 65 now. Still selling out games at $32, by the way. Game 3 versus Miami. Dixon's first start, 8-0. Say it ain't so. Oh, okay, well, he only goes 4 1/3. No way, he just got hurt. Okay, he's okay. It wasn't even a day-to-day injury. Must have just been a little knock in the game. That was scary. Either way, he goes a 4 1/3, 1 hit. I was like, I saw 4 1/3, only 55 pitches. Like, oh, he's screwed. He's so screwed. But he's good. 3 Ks, 1 hit. Scrumstad comes in though. Goes 3 2/3, 6 Ks. What a guy. He pretty much had a start today as well. But not bad for Dixon's first start. I mean, I hate the injury thing happened. Listen, I don't want to say it, but that's very Jesse Cooper-esque. Because Jesse Cooper, what happened right here in 2029, he had his first start and got injured. In his first start in the MLB, he only went 2 innings. But his injury was yeah, it was pretty serious. That's why he only had 2 innings. We're squeezing more money out of the fans in Washington. We're going to $34. Don't worry, we're going to increase it way more for playoffs. I say way more, but like, at least $5 while he is out for 3 days. They made it sound like it was really bad. All right, Colorado at home. They're not a bad team. And then we win 7-0. Carlos is eligible to come back. He hasn't pitched since July. We actually have missed him badly. I think what we'll do, we will rehab assign him. Wait, are they still playing games in AAA? They are. Okay, so he'll get games. Scrumstad. Yeah, we won that one 7-0. Dang, they had 10 hits, no runs. How many did they leave on base? 12? Perini gets player of the game. 3 Ks, 1 walk, no earned for Enriquez. Scrumstad again, 2 days later, goes 2 1/3. He has 9 strikeouts total over 5 1/3 innings and 2 hits the past few days. Kind of crazy. Chode Master Finger Blaster. What do you have your injury figures at this run? Have you changed it much over the past streams? I had to turn mine down to low. Hard to learn the game with so many injuries. Yeah, I don't blame you for turning it down. Mine is on normal for long, and then I'll go to it just to make sure. But normal for long, and then high for short. I will say it did feel super frequent with the high on long, which is probably it's definitely more realistic, right? Um, yeah, high for short and then normal for long is what I'm on. But I don't blame you for turning it down. Sometimes those long ones really start to get annoying, but just for realism reasons, I kept there's actually an option considered realistic, which is even higher, but and that's probably true, obviously, there's, like, a bunch of injuries across baseball, especially with, like, a 26-man roster, you know what I mean, over the course of a 162 game season, but you know what? I say play it however you want, you know? Doesn't matter. I don't blame you for adjusting it. 3-1, we keep it going. They get their 1 run at the top of the ninth. Mike Kellogg having a good year this year. Yeah, they really do, man. They happen a good bit. Specifically more like day-to-day ones, you know what I mean? Where they're kind of like game time decision. They might not start today and have an injury, but they might start tomorrow. Um, little knocked injuries. One thing I do recommend, I mean, I say I recommend, but I don't play with it on, is the delayed injury diagnosis. I put that on never. Just because I like to know if they should go on the IL right away and stuff. But that's not a big deal. It doesn't change much. It just tells you your injury right away. That's literally or not. That's pretty much it. East Division champs crowned. Rochester Red Wings. It's a AAA team. Game 3 win 8-6. Iglesias is player of the game. Cooper 7 Ks, 1 earned, 5 hits. Landon Bull's first appearance with us anyway since the trade. Didn't go great. Lombard was horrible, actually. We tried our best to like just blow that one in the 7th and the 8th, apparently, where we gave up 5 freaking runs. Iglesias went 3 for 4 though. Had 2 home run day. James Wood had his 4th triple of the day. Harrisburg Senators win their division down in the minor leagues. Our Fredericksburg team, our A ball team, they didn't. I don't think they made playoffs, which is rare. 3-1 over the dot. No, bro, I called it. Oh my gosh, I literally called it. I said it was very Jesse Cooper esque, and it's exactly what Jesse Cooper did. No way. There's literally no way. There's no way. Another good start. He went 2 2/3, had 3 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts in both games where he left the game early, injured, and now he's out for 11 months. It's exactly what happened to Jesse Cooper. Now, I don't think it's the same injury. What was his injury? Partially torn labrum. Okay, so it literally is what happened. Brett fully tore his, Jesse partially tore his. That is crazy. And you know what else? Oh man, never mind. I thought they're both fragile too already, but dude, that is wild. I jinxed it. Sorry, no, you didn't jinx it. It's funny because we were talking about it already. Um, which Brett has the fragile tag, right? But he's a good player. God, it sucks so bad. A young pitcher, like number 46 prospect. Now he's gonna miss all of next season. Ah, well, GG's, Brett. I'm sorry, man. I hate it as bad as you do. Dang it. Player of the week was our Iglesias. Oh man, that one's so annoying. That one is so annoying. I'm increasing the ticket prices just for my sorrows. We're going up to 37. We're still selling out games. Ugh. We went 3-1 against the Dodgers, and then we turn around and win in extras. 4-2 in the 10th. We scored 3 in the top of the 10th. What the heck? Nixon was on a heater. At least Lombard came in and continued it. 5 Ks, 1 walk, 1 hit. Jeez, we went deep into our pen in this one. Otani started for them, by the way. Whoa, this is the pitching version of Otani nowadays. Yikes. Get this man off the field ASAP. The hitting version is still viable. He's still 2+ WAR for you easily. This is the last year of his contract. Oh my gosh, that's weird to even think about. The Dodgers are about to be freed from so much money. I remember us talking about that before. They should not be pitching him anymore, though. That sucks so freaking bad for Tusley. Or not Tusley. I just jinxed it. Tusley's gonna get hurt now. Or at least Carlos could come back from his rehab assignment, I guess. He has had a outing, but yeah, he can come back from his rehab assignment. I guess what we'll do, we'll just swap freaking Lombard over. It's inevitable, huh? And then we'll just put him middle relief as well, and then we'll just give them both long relief since he has what 40 stamina. He has 40 stamina. Yeah. When you have fragile guys, you focus strength and condition. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, that's the labs I go for first, especially if they're a star player. Now, if they were somebody like, okay, well, Landon Bull is actually not bad, right? I was going to use him because he's a 45 overall. Okay, here's a good example. If they were like Emmanuel Merlot and he was fragile, I probably wouldn't prioritize his as much unless we just had nothing else to work on. But, if it was like Jordan Irvin or, had Brett Dixon actually stayed healthy, yeah, like I would have prioritized that. Yeah, basically, I kind of show up my development lab video, but I prioritize the strength and conditioning first for any dudes who are very, very impactful for the team. Even top prospects, I think it's pretty viable to go ahead and get them in there as well. But yeah, here's a good example. Yeah, Jesse Cooper still has his fragile tag, which is terrifying because it feels like a ticking time bomb. But what's funny, what just happened to Dixon, right? That's what I was talking about. Cooper, he made one start his rookie season at age 20 and literally got hurt and partially tore his labrum. That's almost exactly what happened to Dixon, but it was in his second start. And he fully tore his labrum. That blew my mind. But yeah, Dixon, that's or not Dixon, Cooper. That's what we tried. See, unsuccessfully completed training to improve his strength and conditioning. Unsuccessfully completed training to improve his strength and conditioning. It's so scary. Unsuccessfully completed training to improve his strength and conditioning. There's been 3 in a row where it's just not worked. So we go again this offseason. That's the plan anyway. Yeah, it's horrible. My game is running slow right now for some reason. I'm so scared it's gonna crash. I'm so scared it's gonna crash. I'm so scared it's gonna crash. Okay, let me save ASAP, which is it's auto saving like every week, but holy, the freeze up right there was kind of crazy. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, so Lombard's sliding back over. He's been good this year out of the pen. He started for us last year. He was slightly below average. Like I don't hate it, but really, our 4-man rotation in playoffs is gonna be remove Lombard, and then it's gonna be Cooper, Dirk, Enriquez, Tusley. Like, that's gonna be our rotation. Yeah, because we lost Herrera as well, which really sucks. I was waiting on you, Pep. I was waiting. I'm not gonna lie. I kept glancing at the chat when it happened. It was crazy, man. Up to 116 wins, by the way. Player of the game was James Wood in this one. He went 2 for 4. Davis had his 32nd home run. Perez had his 23rd. Wood had his 18th. New report on Bull. Nothing changed other than his potential stuff dropped down to 65. That's about it. Still selling out games, by the way. Wait, all those were at Los Angeles. Every single game is away, except for the last series of the year, so whatever. Got an off day. Much needed off day. Our team is about to die. Fredericksburg Nationals players retiring. Willie Arianis. You know what I wish? Here's something else. I'm adding it to my notes for my inevitable wish list video. I wish these retirement emails, right? Now, obviously, I know Willie wasn't a top prospect, but I wish that we could see their overall potential one last time right here. Because, like, yeah, we can see, like, their current here and stuff, but I wish we could see it again just for a reminder of, like, how good of a prospect they were or weren't. Well, sometimes I would personally forget. I might be like, "Oh, shoot, who was that again?" Also, anytime you click a retired player, it automatically defaults to OSA sometimes. You gotta be careful. Or change your ratings over. Alright, away at Arizona, we win 4-0. Was Ayla hurt? Nice little shutout again. They had 6 hits. They had one more hit than us, but still got shut out. Tusley was great. He's the man. We already know this. Irvin with his 35th homer. We're at 117 wins, by the way, with what, 8 games to go. Oh my God, Jesse Cooper's hurt for a week. Okay, okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. He's not pitching. Actually, just do this strategy. Force roll. Wait, no. Severity, at least minimal. Where's it at? Where's that? We'll just do. Oh, there it is. Wait, it said bench player never. Did I do that by mistake? Surely not. Either way, he went the full game pretty much. He went 6 innings, but he's out for a week. That's scary. That's very scary. We gotta chill out. Everybody relax. Stop getting hurt, please. But yeah, we officially made it to 118 wins. Next closest is still the Red Sox with 94. So we met our projections. We were projected 118. So anything past this, obviously, we're beyond the projections or predictions, whatever. Hayden Dirk, he wants a new contract. I kind of want to give him one, but like he's 31. He wants a bag. He's having a very good year this year. He was 37-6 for a long time. For a long time. Was 116? I'm surprised they didn't have it down at the bottom, to be honest. Jesus, at this game. I keep forgetting how piled up that was. Yeah, because last year we had what, 108? That's awesome though. Wait, our Pythagorean has us as well at 119. No? Yeah. 439 run differential, by the way. Holy crap. 60 and 17 away. 58 and 20 home. 18 and 9 in one run games. 49 and 9 post All-Star. Dude, that's insane. Yo, King Julian. Thank you. Game 3. Dude, why is the game? It don't usually do this that much. We shut him out again in game 3. Hayden Dirk, 8 Ks, 2 walks, 1 hit. Man, he's putting up, huh? He wants that extension. Hits us up for the extension, then drops like a banger of a game here. 5.9 more in the season. He should get one more start. He might reach 6. Cubs in 06, 1906, Mariners in 2001. Both had 116. Cubs was in 10 less games, though. Oh, dang. Yeah, wow. That's impressive. Much needed off day again. Pleb. Yeah, Pleb, you still here? The Odie is requesting you. All right, Milwaukee and Mets. That's who we're in it against. 14-2. I'm so scared of getting where players hurt. Perennial player of the game, Lombard, in his first start back, being forced back into the rotation, slung, thrown back into the rotation. 7 Ks, 1 earned, 6 hits. You'd love to see it. Game 2 versus the Brewers. Why is it going so slow? 3-2. Bottom of the 8th, they scored their second. Collective effort from the pitching staff. Irvin gets his 7th triple. Iglesias gets his 29th homer. Willits gets his 20th. Senators sweep Yard Goats. Harrisburg's moving on. Eastern League Round 1 champions for the third time in their history. All right, game 3. Dude, oh, I want to hit 122 at least. 2 players retire. We lost that one 0-2, sadly. Dang, they held us to 3 hits. 2 sleep, 5 Ks, 2 earned runs, 7 hits. Kyle Harrison for them gets player of the game. His age 32 season. He still looks pretty respectable. 3.7 WAR this year. Absolutely. Him and Corbin Burns are showing up, man. He's been with the Brewers for a minute. Whenever you really think about it, like that's crazy. All right, versus the Mets. 1-0. That's it. 122 wins. 122 and 38. Jesse Cooper play. Why did they pitch him? Was his day-to-day over already? I thought it was longer than that. It had to be over or he wouldn't have pitched. But that jump scared me, seeing that he pitched. 7 Ks, 1 walk, 5 hits, though. Player of the game. He is so good at baseball. We're still selling out games to end the year. I'm going to go ahead and take our playoff ticket prices to like $42. We probably won't sell out the last 2 games of the year because of the increase. I'm also saving real quick since we just hit 122. I've got to. Pleb could still be here, Chris. Or Odie. Sometimes he'll lurk while he watches or while he plays something else on the other monitor. Game 2. Oh, it's going to autosave anyway, isn't it? Whoops. Probably Grunt and Deadlock. The Larkin mod? Yep. Yeah, he was telling me earlier, he's like, I have withdrawals and I blame you. I was like, you not been playing without me? He said he don't want to rage. Okay, Cade Smith, his velo drops. That explains a little bit, just a little bit, but he's been good. He's been good all in all. Scrumstad exploded. His stuff goes up to 70. His control goes up to 60. His velo goes up to 96, 98. His overall is a 60, and his potential is a 65 now. That movement just won't come around. He's got the stuff and the control, but no movement. He just gets up there and slings that thing. Devin Randolph, Jesse Cooper. Okay, yeah, we knew about this. Okay, never mind. These are all just updates from whenever I'm mass requested. Mario Albin is like, I don't even know what to say. He's 22 years old. He's pretty much ready, man. Stoddard as well. Yeah, you guys know the drill by now. It's going to be another offseason of just absolutely stressing about how we fit these absolute dogs into our team. Tusley, did he win the month? Pitcher of the month for September. In 6 starts, he had a 3-2 record, 24 strikeouts in 31 innings, a .87 ERA, and the opposing hitters only managed a 200 batting average against him. Crazy. All right, last game of the season. We win it. We win it 4-0, 124 and 38 to finish the year. That deserves another save. 124 and 38. That's the most wins I've ever gotten in a season in OOTP, I believe. I'm not even joking. This is nuts. Let's go look at how everything finished out. All right. Red Sox finished things at 97 and 65, 9 games ahead of the Yankees. The Yankees do clinch a wild card spot. The White Sox 84 and 78, the Mariners 90 and 72. The White Sox, Athletics, and Yankees, along with the. Hang on, let's just go look at the bracket. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, the Rangers. Wait a minute, what? 81 and 81. Oh yeah, just didn't give him the little sign here. Ooh, what was the tiebreaker for the Twins? Because that's tough. That's tough on the Twins. Either way, though, Mariners by 7 games over the Athletics, their first year in Las Vegas. White Sox by 3 games over the Twins. We win by a whopping 39 games ahead in the NL East. Where the Braves still finish 85 and 77. Too close at the end. Yep, it could have been 40. It could have been 40. We got to be better next year. Brewers by 4 games over the Cardinals. Dodgers, dude, the poor Rockies. Like all year, they're like maintaining, barely holding them off, barely holding them up, and then it falls how you expect it to. The Giants, by the way, 69 and 93. But yeah, Dodgers over the Padres and the Rockies. All all three of the top NL West teams make it. So, and then the Braves squeak in. The Marlins miss it by 3 games along with the Cardinals. All right, final season stats, regular season stats. WRC plus leader was Irvin. Next was Perez, who started 72 games, by the way, 4.4 WAR, 329 plate appearances. Next up, obviously Willits, Wood, Iglesias, Perini. Literally every single starter was above 100 WRC plus again. I think it was like that last year, except for maybe one hitter. Um, yeah, by WAR though, 8.7 for Irvin. The injury really slowed him down, but that's still good enough to lead the NL in WAR, WRC plus, isolated power. Out of the stat categories we have here, anyway, he finishes with 36 homers, which is 2 more than last year. Couldn't quite reach the 30-30 season this year. Only 28 stolen bases. Would have been dope if he had another 30-30 year. We did crank the sliders to make it happen. I want this guy to be a Hall of Famer, plain and simple. That's all there is to it. That's what I want. And he's with us for a while. That's the goal. I play P for P, and I'm in control. All pitch for pitch. Should I adjust defense depending on batter? Yeah, you can if you want. That is another layer to it, like shifting the outfield and stuff. It's totally up to you. There is strategy settings. See, where I don't manage the games, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this works unless you do it yourself. But you can change the strategies for that stuff. Like use infield shifts, use outfield shift outfield depth. This will apply to my manager managing the game. I don't know if you adjust these and if you're the one in control in game, if your players will do it on their own as the hitter comes up. You know what I mean? So that's something I'm not 100% confident in, but it is another layer of strategy, I guess, to the game for the shifts. Couple of those zone rating numbers, yeah, dude, it's actually nuts. Like the lowest one again was Iglesias. We were talking about that earlier. He's had to start in right and left here and there just due to injuries and the way like roster stuff is shook up because we promoted Perini, right? But we got him at DH because he's technically a worse defender than Iglesias, barely. But Iglesias is like odd man out, basically, out of all of the zone rating guys. Other than that, Daniel Hernandez at catcher, negative 0.3. But dude, for him to reach 3.8 WAR and starting 93 games, it's kind of crazy. Contreras still got 69 of those. And sadly, he fell off a cliff, but it's very, very reassuring to see what Hernandez is able to do this year. I don't think that's him going forward. I really don't. Like, there's no way, right? Surely not. We'll see, though. What is it? The little kid just hopped up in my lap. She just hit her back on the freaking armrest when she hopped up. You all good? You all good? Um, what else? Crazy season, 124. I know, Christopher. It's insane, dude. I didn't expect 124. I thought 118 was a stretch. I was like, no shot. Are you defending the championship? We are. Yeah, we were World Series winners last year. So yeah, we're gonna do our best to defend it. We're gonna do our best to defend it. Home run numbers: 39 for Leal. We could not hit 40, man. I wanted a 40 so bad. No shot. 39 homers and 99 RBIs. Talk about getting shafted. One off on both. What? Point 0.1 WAR away from 6. There's no way, right? Point 0.1 WAR, 1 home run, 1 RBI. Nah. How annoying is that? That's crazy. Irvin, though, with 36 and 99 RBIs as well. 134 RBIs for Davis? Holy crap. He got those, like, so fast. How many recent games did he 3 RBIs, 4, 1, 3? Yeah, I knew, dude. Um, that had to have happened quick because I remember, Like, he was not on pace for 134 at all. Looking at the game log, it makes sense though. 3, 4, 3, like 3, 2. So really this last month it exploded over September with some ones sprinkled in, obviously. That's kind of crazy. What was that about Leo? Dropped off the map, WRC plus time dump Leo out. Yep. It's a yeah, he's gotta go. What, like 13 lower? Can't be having that. Cannot be having that. RBI leader though was him, then Iglesias, then 3 dudes at 99. Okay, I'm sick to my stomach. That's ridiculous. That's actually so unfortunate. Willits, Leal, and Irvin all at 99 is kind of crazy. Who's had the most strikeout percentage? Leal, of course. Okay. Walk percentage 17.3 for Wood. Then Irvin checks out their eye. That's why you've had Wood leading off versus righties, just because the man walked so much. Stolen bases 29 for Hernandez. He's one away from 30. 29 for a catcher, by the way. He's got that 70 stealing ability, so we cranked him up some. Love to see that. 28, 23. What a team, man. What a freaking team. And best defender by zone rating was Leal, then Willits. Yeah, I mean, everybody's good. Pitching side, we'll just jump straight to it with WAR. Dirk and Cooper tie with 6 WAR apiece. 185 innings for Cooper. 165 ERA plus, which leads the way for starters. That's a lie, actually. Tusley led the way for starters in what would pretty much be his rookie year. He did have the little 10 throwaway innings last year, but yeah, pretty much we'll consider it his rookie year. Might as well. The game doesn't, I don't think, but yeah, 173 WRC plus, 70 fit minus, 4.9 more. Could have hit 5. 2.32 ERA. Who had the most run support this year? Oh my gosh. Lombard, which Lombard only started 2 games. Never mind. 5.5 run support per game. I was like, dude, what the heck? But Dirk still getting 4.4. 3 pitchers getting 4 plus run support. That's the stuff Jacob DeGrom of the New York Mets days dreamt of. 3.8 for Tusley. Hit minus leader. Tanner Dunn out of the pen. What a trade he ended up being, by the way. 2.7 WAR out of the pen. Maintained 2 WAR after his 2 WAR with the Yankees last year. It did take like 20 more innings this year, but still, I want to see. Let's see how Fitzgerald did. Last time we looked at him, it broke my heart because he was doing good, but it was much deserved. He finishes with 3.1 WAR in his first season with the Yankees. He's on a day-to-day sprained knee. Recovery time unknown. No. They just won their last 2 games against Boston as well, and he's going into the playoffs injured with an unknown day-to-day injury. Hopefully he gets to play. 21 homers, the same amount as last year. WRC plus jumped up a ton. Good for him. Then Scrumstad, Dirk was the best starter fit minus wise. Then Cade Smith, who had the most shutdowns. 34 for Simon Jr., a 34-7 shutdown to meltdown ratio. Pretty nice. Pretty freaking nice. 33-8 for Tanner Dunn, 27-4 for Smith, 16-7 for Schlee, and then it normalizes a bit. As far as holds was Simon with 37. Saves was Smith with 26. Honestly, if he didn't start the year so slow, he would have had like way more. But to be fair, this offense doesn't give much teams a chance to have like this. Our offense doesn't give our closers a ton of opportunities to have save opportunities because of the lead we'll have. Quality start percentage. Lombard only started 2 games, but so he got like a 100%. A 62% quality start percentage for Enriquez, 53 for Cooper. What a game. Who led in Ks on the year? Dirk, Cooper, Enriquez. Dirk led it by 7, which is kind of crazy considering he has like 96 to 98 velo, 65 stuff to Cooper's 50. But I guess, movement causes strikeouts as well, not just, well, no OTP. It's mainly just stuff, but you get my point. Most home runs was 16 for Enriquez and Lombard. All right, that's pretty much our season, though. That is our season. We need to set our playoff roster. Our tickets, we're gonna keep them at 42. I mean, to think we started the year, by the way, at like $30, it's kind of crazy. The fans were still showing out. I'm hoping this is the year. Surely our fan loyalty goes up some. Surely it goes up to like below average. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, let's set our playoff roster. We're actually got some tough decisions to make here. Um, gonna be quite the time. So Iglesias, Wood, Perini, Roniel, Leal. That's perfectly fine. We're not gonna be bringing on Serrano, so the game already moved him. No Stoddard on the infield. Bass. Let me go look at it this way. Actually, this will help. Now Roniel, Perini. Let's see if there's any. Yeah, nobody's missing. They did good at not leaving anybody out. We wouldn't want them to. Looks good. Also, Liao does not need shortlisted anymore. He can graduate all favorite prospects after 2 full seasons in MLB. That's on me having him shortlisted all year. The rest of these dudes that are shortlisted get to stay at least until after this season. This is pretty much their first full seasons anyway. Um, yeah, no, that's good. Okay, on the pitching side, did the AI nail it first try? Cooper, Dirk, Enriquez, Lombard. Okay, we're going to go 4-man rotation. We're going to leave Lombard out, and then you got like this best, just like this. Lombard will go long relief, emergency starter. Okay. Dunn, Lund, Carlos, Randolph, Simon Jr., Scrumstad. Somebody's missing, I think. Who is it? Was it the reliever we just promoted? Landon Bull? Yeah, maybe that's who I'm thinking of. He did good in his little 4 1/3 innings. Jeff Myers, Chris Defoe. No, we're good actually. Wow. Okay. Usually the AI do some rogue stuff. I can't lie. Um, all right, you're gonna fall. What are you doing? She's trying to play on my lap. She's tweaking, trying to get my headphones cord. Yeah, no, we're set actually. That's actually saves a lot of time. Don't have to overthink much for now. 105 innings for Simon, by the way, out of the stopper roll. He ended up reaching 105. All right, tickets are set at 42. We're gonna roll with it. Playoff bracket. This is how everything shook out as far as that goes. L side: Rangers, White Sox, A's, Yankees. The city of Las Vegas, their first year with their team actually there, get playoff baseball their first season to witness it at least. Red Sox and Mariners get the first round bye naturally. On the our side, it's Nationals and Dodgers, where it's Rockies, Padres, and Braves, Brewers. Right, Pikachu? It's been insane, dude. Like, look at this. I'll let you take a look real quick since you just got here. Pretty freaking crazy. 124 and 38. Insane. But all the pressure's on us. Like, we got a massive target on our back. Who is John Williams with the New York Yankees? Drafted in the first round, second pick in 2028. Dang, they had a pitcher make it. He had 5 WAR this year. Oh, they didn't. The Pirates did. They traded for him from the Pirates. No way. And he was in like pre-arb when they got him? Yeah, because this. No, he was in first year of arb when they got him. It was 98 to 100. When did what did they give for him? They gave the Yankees him and $2.9 million for Willis Rios. Wait, did they get hold up. Okay, March. So Willis Rios, a 65 potential prospect. Okay. I love when that happens. Jesse Hill, 55 potential. Daniel Serrano, 40. Eh, okay, this guy's not as bad as I thought he was going to be. He's actually pretty nice, aside from being injured. Like, he looks solid. Not a terrible trade. 2 average to above average pitching prospects in return. I don't know. Start a game with your closer, innings 2 through 5. Relief pitchers and your ace to finish. Honestly, it would be possible. It'd be possible. The roids are really. Oh yeah, the roids are kicking. They're in full swing. They're in full swing. We got Irvin. We gotta make sure Irvin gets his dose before the LDS. All right, let's see how it shakes out though. We'll drop another save. I'm pretty sure I already saved, but just to be safe. Zara's begging for a snack. You guys want to see her again? She's just up here nonstop. You guys probably see her tail keep popping in the camera. Look, get the camera. Get the camera. Get it. She wants to meow over and over and beg. The assistant GM is ready. She's locked. All right. Let's see these wildcard teams meet their fate. Carlos Quadra? Swadra? I'm having second thoughts. Like, I feel like I forgot somebody and I'm scared. Imagine, dude, quit putting your tail right in my face. Jonathan Lamoche, right? Didn't play a single regular season game, but he's been ready. I don't want to like jinx anything, but imagine the I word happened and the rookie makes his debut in the playoffs and he's like a playoff hero. I just read the script. I just saw it. The Mets didn't make it. Yeah, right on is 100%. Rockies Braves take a 1-0 lead. 2-0. The Rockies do it. We're going to be playing at Coors. Oh, man. Anything can happen there. All right. 1-0 for the Athletics over the Yankees and 1-0 for the Rangers over the White Sox. 1-1 Braves Brewers. She's on the chair. She climbed up on top. Okay, now she's on my shoulder. All right, so we're just tweaking. No, we're just tweaking. Okay, she's getting on my head. No, this is wild. She's showing out. She's showing out. Are we serious? You guys see this? What are you doing? Oh, okay. 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 Look, I love you too, I promise, but that's enough. Bro, she's the best. I swear. Say something to the camera. Stop copying me. Why you look over at that monitor too at the same time? I'm looking at that to see you. Talk to him. Bro, she's something. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, I'll put you down. Put you down. She's tweaking. All right. Well, it was sweeps everywhere except for the Braves Brewers series. 2-0 Athletics. They don't go to the Yankees. They do not get to seek revenge over the Red Sox this year. Rangers versus Mariners. And then the Braves make it. No, I simmed game one. What just happened? Wait, how did that happen so fast? Well, we won. Shoot, man. All right, well, we simmed game one. That's out of the way. Oh, it was a banger as well. Jesse Cooper, 6 innings, 5 Ks, 1 walk, 2 earned. How did that happen so fast? Because the Braves series was like 1-1, and then it said 2-1, and then oh man, I screwed up. Oh well. At least we won. I would have been more upset had we lost. All right, we're up 1-0. Dodgers are up 1-0. That's tough. We move though. We move. I'm saving because we're not going to lose our fluke win. We won't call it a fluke win. We're just not going to lose our win. We'll look at the box score more though. By the way, Cooper managed to go 16-1 in the regular season. Again, you guys know I don't care. I've mentioned it before. I don't care about pitchers win loss record at all. But that's pretty crazy to think about. Yeah, so we held them to 3 hits and they score 3 runs. That's actually sad. Zion Rose had a homer. He had 2. Wait, no. That's his second of the playoffs. What am I saying? I forgot they just played in the wild card. Mike Kellogg had an okay day, but Nick Graves let them down. That sucks that I sent him game 1. My bad. No home runs in that one though. All good. Okay, we move. Now, game 2, we're actually ready. Let's watch it. Gonna be Dirk on the mound facing Jake Seifkis? Sefkis. We're going with Sefkis. Sefkis sounds good. They signed him to a minor league contract. Oh, after they drafted him in 2028. I can't lie. He put up 1 WAR. He's got 118 ERA plus. So yeah, Wood's gonna be leading off for us. And they're gonna have. Are we serious? We're doing this again. And they got Perez leading it off, and then Dirk versus Sefkis. All right, top of the first. Dirk versus Rick Perez. He has 75 power. And that 75 power got him nothing. Back to the mound. 2-0 count. Yermy Cabrera. He's going to fly out. Dave Romeo. He's an absolute freak. And he's going to ground out to Irvin at third. Hitless in the first. Full count for James Wood. Oh, he goes down looking. I was going to say, this is why he leads off, because he gets so many walks. But 2-1 count for Leal. He grounds out to third. Round number 2. Robbie Perini, 2-1. And he's going to be out number 3. But Tony, they got a lot of power. I'm not going to lie. Oh, you know about that power. I'm just going to say, I'm not going to lie. I'm scared to play this team at Coors. Because between Batoni having like 70 power, that's his 3rd home run of the playoffs already. And then Perez has a good bit as well at 75. So that's tough. The Rockies take a 1-0 lead early here. Dirk shows some composure, strikes out the next guy. Parody, 0-1. He grounds out to Willits. Zion Rose. And he walks. And then a ground out to Willits again at second. All right, we got to get one back. Iglesias 1-2. Oh. Jordan Irvin 1-2 again. It's high, but not far. Eli Willits. And he grounds out to his fellow second baseman. Tovar. They still have Ezekiel Tovar. And this might get... Nope, Leal's there, actually. Showing off that high zone rating out there in center. Back to the top of their lineup with Rick Perez. He actually gets hit. Double play is on now. 0-2. Dirk gets him swinging. 2 outs. Dave Romeo, 3-1. He swings away, and it gets down. That's going to move the runner to at least third. And we got the big power hitter of Batoni coming up, who had the solo shot earlier with runners on the corners. Full count. Dirk gets him swinging. He gets out of it. Thank God. Ethan Bass now. Bottom of the third. And he's our first hit of the game. The leadoff single. Jeffrey Davis, 0-0 delivery. And Bass goes, and he was out yesterday and today. That's tough. 1 out now. 2-2 count for Davis. Good contact. Back to center field. And it could have been a 2-run homer. But we'll take the solo shot. 422 feet for Jeffrey Davis. Could have been up 2-1, though. Daniel Hernandez, 2-0 count. And he hits a slow roller back up the middle for out number 2. James Wood. He goes down swinging. Ooh, Moya fights this one off of him. He's in the DH spot. This gets on the third baseline. Only hold him to 1 somehow, though. Parody 0-2. Dirk gets him to pop out in the infield. Zion Rose. Swinging away. Henry Davis. And he's not swinging. He's looking. 1-1 now. Calvin Leal. 2-1 count. Good contact, but it's hit hard enough. Just hard enough to be a line drive. Perini, 3-1. That'll be a walk for him with 1 out. Alex Iglesias, full count. Slaps this one off, but yeah, okay. He does advance the runner, but there is 2 outs for Jordan Irvin now. Full count. He goes down swinging. Nice sunset back there. Tovar now, 0-2. He goes down looking. That's Dirk's 6th strikeout on the day. Now the dangerous Rick Perez on the top of this Rockies lineup. Full count. He hits him. Is that the 2nd time he got hit? Now Yermy Cabrera, 1-1. Tries to lay down a bunt. Says he whiffs. Cabrera again, 1-2. And a wild pitch. There's no way. Runner goes for free. No longer a double play on. Full count now. And Pereira goes down looking. 2 outs. Dave Romeo, full count. Goes down swinging. That's huge. As long as we can keep that dude quiet, I'll be happy. Eli Willits leading off the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 count. He has a leadoff walk. Ethan Bass. Porter, a first base hit on the day, and he's got another one here to make him 2 for 2 on the day. That's going to move the runner to probably at least third, potentially score. Yeah, the runner's going. He's in at second. We take a 2-1 lead thanks to Ethan Bass double. Jeffrey Davis had the solo shot earlier. He gets hit this time. Lost control of the fastball, I bet. I bet you did. It's because he hit that homer. Daniel Hernandez, 3-1. He swings. This is getting down. This might score another. Might take a 3-1. Oh my gosh, the left fielder botches it. This might clear the bases. Nope, runners on second and third with no outs now for James Wood, top of our lineup. And this is going to get down. It's the floodgates have opened here. 4-1. Daniel Hernandez on third. James Wood on first. Calvin Leal at the plate. And this gets in the gap. Yeah, they got to pull Jake. What are they doing to Jake, man? What are they doing to him? He is getting murdered out here. That double clears the bases to make it 6-1 with no outs here. They bring in Pete Fairbanks. Perini on the mound. Or Perini on the mound. Perini at the plate. Hit hard, but not hard enough. But is hit hard enough to... Never mind, the runner's not tagging. I'm a liar. I thought he would tag. Iglesias, 1 out. Center fielder makes a crazy play. It's actually going to hold the runner. Jordan Irvin, 1-1. This is going to get down. He should have an RBI here if Leal can turn on the Jets. We take a 7-1 lead thanks to an RBI single from Irvin. Eli Willits. Finally, the Rockies get the third out here, but not before we almost bat around twice. Eric Batoni facing Devin Randolph, 1-1. Wood was shifted well for that one. Otherwise, it might have been a base hit. Wait, where's the... Let's see. Pitches, stamina. Yeah, here. Also, Ed, I don't know if you're still here, but earlier you asked where you can see the pitches at. I know it's pretty late for you. But it's right here, bottom right. It says PI at the very bottom. And then, of course, here's the stamina bar. Full count, 1 out. And he's going to pop out. Parody, 2-2. And he goes down looking. Ethan Bass. Been great today. But that'll end there as he is now 2 for 3 on the day, which is still phenomenal. Davis, 0-0 delivery. He flies out. Hernandez 0-2, looking like the inevitable. Oh, he doesn't strike out, actually. This actually might get down. Daniel Hernandez almost had a solo home run. What? That bounced off the top of the wall. He's got a double with 2 outs and an 0-2 count. James Wood. Slow roller. He's going to be out at first for out number 3. All right, we're going to use runners in scoring position since this one is a bit out of hand now. All right, Leal in second. Must have had a double. No outs. Robbie Perini, 3-1. He's going to fly out. Leal won't be able to run off of that. 1-1 to Iglesias. And that's going to be out number 2, sadly. Jordan Irvin. He goes down swinging. They have a runner on second now, and Dave Romeo. Moya at the plate in a full count with 2 outs. And he gets set down. They bring in Chris Brown now. Willits on second base with no outs. Full count. Runner can't go on that one. Good play by the shortstop. Davis again, full count. We've seen like so many at-bats of his. I feel like Daniel Hernandez, runner on third. 2 outs, full count, and that's a walk. James Wood makes contact, but not going to be able to leg this one out to score the runner. Top of the 9th, Scrumstad comes in some garbage time innings here, trying to just shut this one out. Sits down the first batter he faces. Now Zion Rose, 2-2 count. Good contact. Back at the wall. What a play by Leal, actually, at the warning track. Over his shoulder, it kind of looked like. Full count for Davis with 2 outs. That'll be ball 4. Tovar, 3-1. No way, man. Garbage time. 2-run home run here at the top of the 9th. Rick Perez, full count, 2 outs. And he flies out. They wouldn't go away quietly in the end, but they went away nonetheless. We take a 2-0 lead. Massive 2-0 lead. They do get 2 in the top of the 9th, 1 in the top of the 2nd. Player of the game was Daniel Hernandez, who went 2 for 3 with a walk, an RBI, and scoring once himself. Dirk, what a day. I'm really surprised he didn't get player of the game. 4 2/3, 81 pitches, 7 Ks, 1 walk, 1 earned. Absolutely crazy. Drop a save. Have a chance to sweep here. It's a best of 5. Tusley's got the next game. He'll be starting against Maverick Rizzi or Rizzi. I still don't know what we should call this guy, to be honest. Sorry. All right. Got a nice off day here. Tusley's going to start at Coors, which is kind of scary. But what's good is I'm scared of Coors overall because of the power in their lineup, right? But like his movement, home runs allowed, he's kind of built for this. Now, a guy that's not really. Wait, no, Ed has 60. I forgot. But I think he only had 50 there. Either way, okay, that's actually best case scenario. That the next 2 games away, we have 60 plus home runs allowed for both pitchers. That's actually a dream. But, I guess newsflash, 60 is not a higher number than 70, which at least 3 of their pitchers have at home run power. Or power, not home run power. You know what I mean. Let's drop another save since we simmed over. All right. I can't wait to see who they got on the mound. We'll check once we get in there. They have. Oh yeah, obviously it's Maverick, but I couldn't remember. Okay, it's pretty balanced matchup to be fair. Yeah, I mean he's actually holy crap, English, more well-rounded versus lefties and righties than Tusley is. Maverick though does only have 40 control, so we got that going for us, and we have a team with a solid eye. 4 walks, 3 walks, only 1, 5 walks. So his walks per 9 is a 5.1. We can take advantage of that. Wait, he only pitched 5.1 innings this year in the majors. Last year he did have 174 and he did really good. So they got faith, I guess, but they had him in AAA a bit this year. I'm kind of surprised. All right, let's get into it. They're going to have Rick Perez leading off, 75 power. Cabrera has no power, but then they have Romeo with 75, Batoni with 75, Moya with 50, Parody with 50. So yeah, while Tusley does have good home runs allowed, and solid movement, his number still isn't higher than a lot of these dudes' power, so still a little scary. Let's get it though. Looking for the sweep here. James Wood leading it off. And that is a leadoff walk right away. That control showing its head here. Calvin Liao, 0-2. James Wood goes. He's going to be in there safely. Double play is no longer on. 1-2 count. Actually, full count now for Liao. He battled back. Oh, we were going to have another walk. He flies out for out number 1. Robbie Perini, 0-1. That will move Wood to third, but Perini will be out number 2, though. So if we're going to do something, got to do it here as Iglesias steps in. 1-2. Can it get down? It does. RBI single for Iglesias with 2 outs in the top of the first. A quick 1-0 lead. Jordan Irvin, 3-1 count. That's already the second walk of the inning. Eli Willits now. He's going to ground out for out number 3. Not before we at least get 1, and we do call Rizzi to already run up his pitch count some. Rick Perez now facing Tusley. Tusley had a 2.32 ERA on the year. Great play by Bass, and they'll let that one get through the middle. Jeremy Cabrera in the 2 spot, full count. He's going to have a walk. Dave Romeo, 2-2. Great play by Bass. Turn the double play. And we keep him scoreless after 1. Speaking of Bass, it's his turn to hit as he leads off the top of the second. He'll be out number 1. Jeffrey Davis, 2-2 count, 1 out. Goes down swinging. Hernandez. Is that going to get down? Not quite. Good play by the right fielder. Eric Batoni, big power bat here. Thankfully, he's going to fly out to Irvin at third. Alex Moya, 1 out, 0-0 delivery. He's got a base hit here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Double play is on, though. He's not a great base stealer. Parody, full count. He's going to walk. Zion Rose, OO delivery. Makes contact. Irvin at third. Just goes to first for the fielder's choice. Cannot turn two, sadly. Henry Davis, OO delivery. Good contact. James Wood, foul territory. What a play. Whew. It was going to be foul anyway, I guess, but great play by Wood to not let it, get any further regardless. James Wood's turn as well. 1-2, no outs. He goes down swinging. Calvin Liao, 0-2. Weak contact there. Wait, that gets down. Oh my gosh, the center fielder couldn't get to that. We'll take it. Robbie Perini. Runs it on a rope straight to the right fielder. Iglesias full count. That's a walk. That's already his third on the day. Jordan Irvin, huge spot. 3-0. Great eye. Fourth walk on the day. Bases loaded for Eli Willits with 2 outs. Full count. He hits him. Oh, he's got to get out of the game. He's got to get out of the game. It didn't pull him. I cannot believe that. Bases loaded still. OO delivery. Oh my gosh, then a balk. We are witnessing a mental breakdown. He walks 2 people in a row to get bases loaded, hits a batter, and then a balk in the playoffs. Get this guy out of the game. Dude, I'm about to call the police on their manager. What are they doing? Help him. I'm going to try to trade for him in the offseason. This man needs some support. Help him. He's crying out. There's literally a tear. If you zoom in, you can see a tear on his cheek. 2-2 count. Probably gets out of it, but that manager is a real, you know what? 3-0 now. Shout out to the manager, I guess. But they got a base hit here and looking to get some back, I fear. Rick Perez, 1-2. Runner goes. Strike him out. Throw him out. And that's going to be a double play. Yermi Cabrera, 1-2. And he goes down swinging. Great inning by Tusley. He's still in the freaking game. He's still in the game. 2-2 count. Okay, props to him. He's got more composure than I probably would have. Daniel Hernandez, full count, 1 out. He walks. 5th walk, by the way. James Wood, 1-2. Calvin Liao. Runner goes. He's going to be there safely. Liao's got a chance. Good contact, but it's going to be routine for the center fielder for out number 3. I cannot believe they left that guy in. Romeo. That's a solo homer. I've been waiting on that. I ain't going to lie. That's been inevitable. The crowd didn't even get hyped for that, by the way. Tony, 1-2, 75 power. I'm scared. All right, he's got a base hit. Things are getting scary out here. No way. He botches it and right. Iglesias does. That turns into 2. No outs. Runner on second. Moya makes contact. Going to move the runner. But that will be out number 1 at first. Parody, Nice. It's going to hold the runner. 2 outs. Please. Tusley, make some magic happen here. Zion Rose, full count. That's a walk. Henry Davis, 3-1. Make a good play, Bass. Make a good play. Make a good play. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, okay. The animation, he didn't look safe. Or he didn't look out. He looked safe. I don't know why he didn't throw it to first. Risey's still in the game. Facing Perini now. Slaps this one opposite field. But it's caught. Of course. Iglesias. Oh my gosh, what a nuke. That left, is that fair? Dude, that looked like it was only 387 feet. That looked like it was a nuke. 103 mile per hour exit velocity. It was a changeup. Oh, it hit off the foul pole bars, I guess. Jordan Irvin, 1-1. Hit up the middle to center field. It's not going to land. He's out number 2. Eli Willits, 3-1. And that's another walk. Runner goes. He's going to be safe. We're just stat padding at this point. Ethan Bass, full count. Into the gap. That's going to score another. We're going to take a 5-1 lead here in the top of the 5th. I would love to coast through the rest of this one. Aaron Watson's come in and not been great at all for him. Jeffrey Davis, full count. That's hit deep in shortstop. Sadly, Davis is just like, what a play by Tovar. That's actually probably one of the best shortstop plays I've saw in this, like, in 3D. Obviously, it was like a diving play, but how deep he went to get that is absurd. What's Davis's speed? 50? Dude, shout out Tovar. Is his defense still nice like that? Yeah, it is. Dang. That's actually cool. 3-1 count for Tovar now, and he gets a base hit after that great play. Tusley's still in the game. Rick Perez, 0-2 count. Gets him looking. Third strikeout on the day. Yermi Cabrera, full count. That's a walk. Dave Romeo, 1-2. Nice. That's a massive strikeout. Batoni, though, just as scary of a bat. As far as power goes, Davis hops for it. Can't get it. The runner might try to go home. Nope. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Whoa, I hit spacebar too fast. And he sets him down. Great job by Tusley to get out of that. We're going to go runners in scoring position now since we got a nice lead. Tusley's still in the game. They're keeping Aaron Watson in as well. We have Iglesias on second with 2 outs. Eli Willits at the plate. Lofted into right for out number 3. Bottom of the 7th. Simon Jr.'s been in for 2/3 of an inning now. Top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. All right, bottom of the 8th. They have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Zion Rose at the plate, full count. Oof. Okay, bases loaded for 10 are done now. Facing Henry Davis. Full count. He walks one in. Ezekiel Tovar. 1-2. Please, God. Okay. We live. We live. Nick Graves enters the game to face James Wood. Sets him down. Calvin Leal, 0-2 count. Sets him down. Robbie Perini, full count. And sets him down, but not the same way. He's going to fly out instead of striking out. Last chance for the Rockies here. They're facing literally the top of their lineup. Cade Smith comes in. Try and get the save. Perez, Cabrera, Romeo, Batoni. 1-0. Did the shift in the outfield is working so... Oh my gosh, I thought he was catching it. I just jinxed it. That was getting over his head. I can't lie. It looked like it was going to be caught. They got a leadoff double here. Yermi Cabrera, 2-1. Slow roller down the first baseline. That will be out number 1. Dave Romeo. Oh, God. 0-1. Yes, Bass. A short. Throws the first. He'll be out number 2. We'll take that at home. Eric Batoni. Potential final out of the game. 1-2 count. Cade Smith delivers. Hit the right center field. The great defender of Leal is there for out number 3. And we advance to the LCS for the 3rd year in a row. We sweep them. That's huge. They did score in the bottom of the 8th and 9th to make it interesting. Player of the game was Iglesias. Sold out crowd of 52,000, by the way. Sadly for Risey, the manager gave him absolutely no love. He left him out there for the whole world to stare at him. But we'll take it. We move. That is huge. That is massive. Flawless victory. Let's see how it looks elsewhere. 2-1 Braves over the Dodgers. 2-0 Red Sox Athletics, and then 1-1 there. Let's finish up these other series. 2-0 now for the Red Sox. Sorry, I was reading that email. Let's see. First to 3. Who's it going to be? 2-2 now. 3-0 Red Sox pull off the sweep as well. So last year's World Series finalists, both of those teams pull off the sweep in the LDS. The Mariners jump out to a 2-1 lead. The Dodgers tie things up. And okay, guess it was an off day. The Braves do it. They win in Game 5 fashion, 3-2. So we're going to be playing a division rival in the Braves here. 2-2 Rangers-Mariners. And it's the Mariners. They win it 3-2. So both of the bottom half of the bracket goes Game 5. The top half is a sweep. So Nationals versus Braves, Red Sox versus Mariners. I swear, is this not a repeat of the AL LCS last year or no? Let me see. Or did the Mariners get knocked out in the LDS last year? Let's see. Okay, they did to the Tigers. Okay. The Dodgers almost made it. We almost had a repeat, though. Yeah. It's crazy. All right. And this is how the LCS shakes up. Us versus the Braves, Red Sox versus the Mariners. but I fear we are going to have to cliffhang it there. I would love to finish it, but I can't. I do have to hop off. Um, but we do at least have the LCS and hopefully, fingers crossed, the World Series to look forward to. With how dominating the LDS was, that reassured me a ton about where we're at right now. We would technically be 127 and 38, by the way. But yeah, I'm sorry. I do apologize. We are going to cliffhang it there. Um, we are going to have Cooper start next game, though. I do want to do this so we don't forget. We're going to jump it back to Cooper since it's going to be 100% rested. We're going to have 2 games at home, 3 away, and then 2 at home. Sorry for all caps. No, you're good, dude. I do it all the time whenever I play other games, and then I try to type somewhere, and then I just send it without looking. I imagine you did the same thing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out tonight. Thanks for all the new follows. Thanks Suiji again for the raid. It means a ton just to have you guys hanging out and lurking. Everybody on YouTube as well. Thank you guys so much for always chatting it up and keeping the chat lively over there. Plan to have a Angels video out in the next 3 days. So yeah, be looking around for that if you'd like. And I will catch you guys in the next stream. If you haven't yet, feel free to join the Discord. You'll find that in the description of the YouTube stream. And on Twitch, you can find that below the stream, or you can click the Discord command link that pops up in chat. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all for hanging out. We are going to raid someone over on Twitch, so I do have to end the YouTube stream there, just in case they're playing music. But you guys have a great night over on YouTube, and I will see you guys in the next one.